Hi, welcome to this week's episode of the Weekly Magazine.
Hello.
My name's Costas.
I'm Chris.
And he's back.
Yes.
Well, I'm back.
He's more healthy this week.
I feel good today. I went to bed at 8:30 last night to wake up this morning fresh.
Great.
For a great show.
Fantastic. Right, congratulations all the people who went to the competition last week. The answer was...
Gary Jones.
Gary Jones. Everybody got it right, didn't they? So let's see who won. In you go.
In I go. There you go. Shake it. That's it.
And the answer is...
Tony McDonald.
Tony McDonald. Well done, Tony.
He came and saw us at Blackpool.
He did. It's Darren's dad.
We fixed it. Yeah. No.
We didn't. Well done, Tony. Right, so this week's show...
Contact us and we'll sort something out for you.
Yes, we'll get some stuff in the post. So this week's show then, we're going to be reviewing Rubber Bang by Sean Yang. Well, that rhymes.
Yeah, it does.
I never noticed.
Yeah. We'll
Rubber
talk
Bang
about it in a
by Sean
second.
Yang.
eLIT by Peter Eggink.
I thought you said you were feeling well this week.
It's just a little by-product cough.
And the Blast from the Past is Incognito by Roddy McGhie. Also, we've got the question and answers, and we've got another anagram for you. Okay?
Oh yes.
So it's a famous magician, and there you go. It is Joy's Zit Reward. So well done, well done. Good luck. I know what I mean. Good luck trying to work that one out. He's a very well-known magician, particularly in the UK. Very friendly guy. So yeah, good luck with that.
It depends who you speak to.
I'm saying nothing. Right, so that's it. On with the show.
The first once over this week is Rubber Bang by Sean Yang. Rhymes. Let's watch an official trailer. We'll come back and discuss it. Right, just seen the official trailer for Rubber Bang. So I can't stop by Sean Yang. I couldn't stop laughing because when you look at the titles of the tricks, you've got things called Yang Gun, G Spot, Just Blow, and it's...
What are you trying to say?
I'm just thinking that if you never saw the pictures and rubber bands on this, you might think it's some kind of X-rated movie.
Maybe. It's our old friend, the translator again, isn't it? Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, right, what's this DVD all about then?
This is cool. If you like rubber band magic, or you don't do rubber band magic, and you want something different.
I'm not a big fan of rubber band magic. I have to say that right from the start. But what this is it's not your typical rubber band magic.
Well, that's what's so good about this. It's not the crazy man's handcuffs done in 20 million ways.
Yes.
Or 3 elastic bands in your hand and you're doing all sorts of stuff.
It's basically, there's loads of different ways using rubber bands and cards to reveal a selected card, mostly to reveal a selected card. Now obviously you're only going to put one or maybe 2 in your repertoire, but some of them are really cool.
I really like, was it Rubber, the gun one? Yang Gun.
Yang Gun, yeah.
He creates like a gun out of cards, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And shoots it.
And he shoots it and the selection shoots out and it looks really, that looks really good. And there's a couple of others where the rubber band vanishes, and you know, traps a card and stuff.
Which one were you playing with? It was Scene Witch.
No, snap shoot. Basically, you put the cards down on the table and you stretch the band, you let it go, and it fires a card out of the pack, and it's a selected card. I shot it about 6 foot across the office. The idea is it just sort of spins out of the pack about 4 inches.
Well, when you first did it to me, actually it was deceptive. I didn't know what the method was.
No, it's nice.
And the method is so simple, and it's just, it takes a bit of practice. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world.
Well, everything on there is fairly straightforward, but it will need some practice. Basically, you're controlling cards to the top or to the bottom or whatever.
It's not knuckle busting.
No.
It's just, you need to just put time and in to get it right.
Yeah, if you watch him, he does it very, very well. You know, there's basically just one move usually where you do a little twist with the band and stuff, but he does do all of it really well. There's no, the teaching's very good in this. It's all done with graphics and text.
Yeah, there's good close-ups. There's it's very, very
stops
clear.
Everything. He puts it in there. He doesn't speak English, so it's all in Japanese with subtitles on, which doesn't really detract from anything, I don't think. So
I don't do any rubber band magic.
No.
Don't do rubber band magic. I could do Crazy Man's handcuffs, but that's as far as it goes. The great thing about this particular DVD is you've always got a pack of cards with you as a magician. And, well...
Should have, I have, still.
According to some of the responses on here, that's all they carry against.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
You've got a pack of cards with you, and all you need is one elastic band.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, and you can perform all these tricks.
To get you started, I supply you with some really good quality latex rubber bands as well. So, rubber band, I would recommend it.
I highly recommend
Anybody who wants to add a couple of card revelations to their card set, something a little bit different, something that looks visually fun, yeah, definitely.
No, excellent. Really like it.
Okay, so next up on the once over, it's a brand new product by Peter Eggink. It's eLIT. Let's have a look at the trailer.
Now, we've cracked the code of something that was totally impossible right before this very day. And that is to create a watermark in a borrow bill. So let's say a spectator picks a card, then you borrow their bill, and you magically reveal their card suited number as a watermark in their bill. And I take it home, it's a great conversation piece, and an impossible souvenir that lasts forever. This is called eLIT. Check it out.
You've just seen the official trailer for eLIT. What do you think of this, Chris?
I really like it. I know we try not to say anything negative on these review shows and stuff, and I think that's fairly obvious by now, isn't it? You know, we don't review stuff if we don't like it.
Okay. The most annoying thing now is that he doesn't tell us the secret behind his secret formula.
Well, what you get, right, is you put a watermark into a borrowed bill, and it's a card revelation. So that, basically that watermark is going to stay on their bill for good. Now, if anybody who performs magic, if you borrow a spectator's coin and bend it, or you borrow something off a spectator and do something to it and alter it, it's something that they're going to remember for a long time.
No,
they're going to keep it. So, you know, the method is really clever. It's something I've never seen before.
Well, the great thing about this is we all know that you know, you cannot counterfeit bills as such. Well, you can get counterfeit bills, you know, if you know who to ask. But what I'm trying to say is that you know that a bill has got its own watermarks. And with this, you create a permanent watermark.
Yeah.
That would, well, according to this, last.
Yeah, it lasts.
Last lifetime.
It's a really clever, well thought idea. The gimmick is really well
made.
The
gimmick's clever. The implementation of the gimmick is really clever.
It's really well made and stuff. You've got built-in misdirection with the cigarette lighter when you get, you know, with the borrowed note. As soon as you bring out you borrow a note and you bring out a cigarette lighter, you've got built-in comedy potential straight away. It's not the most visual thing if you're going to do large groups, so it's probably best suited to smaller groups.
It's a very close thing because that you do need to show them the bill so they can notice the watermark. You can't do it amongst loads of people.
Having said that, I mean, I'll do a coin bend at a big table. It's how you present it. So, I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't performed it, so I don't know. But I've looked at it and I've looked at what the gimmick is, and it's very well made.
Well, the reason we couldn't look at it as much as we would have liked to is because we couldn't use the liquid and use the gimmick and then sell it on. Hence why we didn't want to go down that route. But if you look at everything, it does do what it says on the tin. I've heard about this a while back, that it was going to be released. Seeing the gimmicks and what you get and the whole structure of the whole routine.
Oh no, it's really clever. It's really well made, really well thought out, and you can get refill packs as well, which is important with the different card revelation on. Yeah. So that's important as well.
This is the two of diamonds.
Two of diamonds. And then you can get a 7 of hearts, I think, as a replacement, a refill package. So you get an extra bottle of liquid and a different gimmick. And
the gimmick is hidden in plain sight, really.
Yes.
And it's very small, so
it's well made, it's well thought out. It's magnetic as well, so you can. I don't want to give too much away, but you know, it makes stealing certain things away very easy, straightforward. It's good, yeah. So if you like the idea of altering a borrowed banknote with the card revelation, then you're going to love it. Really, that's just.
Again, it's completely different to the standard, you know, generic magic trick, which doesn't involve coins, doesn't involve cards, and anything like that. So it's completely different. If you want something that's not card related, coin related, and something,
it's card related.
Yeah, it is, but it's not. It's got an embossed image on a note.
It is card related.
Thing, so, but it involves something different.
Yes. Yeah, it's a different way.
It's a different way. Yeah. From the great mind of Peter Eggink, highly recommend it.
Yeah, love it.
This week's question and answer was, how much do you actually carry with you at a gig?
Yes.
Interesting question.
It was, somebody came up to us at the stand at Blackpool and I think this was what he was driving at, he was asking us a question. I carry with me, I'll answer first, I carry a pack of cards, a cards wallet, which has got a couple of packet tricks in, coin set and a shell, chop cup and a ring flight.
It's not that much.
No, that's all you need.
I think we all fell into the habit of cramming loads of things in our pockets at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, you don't, I carry a destination box around with me, but I don't put it in my pocket.
So it's just the
carrying. Or sometimes I'll carry my lighter effect. But that's all you need really for a night. I do, and a few people touch on this comment, I do take my case with me to a gig. So if I need more material, if it's a small, intimate gig and there's only a few people there and I have to do more stuff, I'm able to go and switch my pockets out and put some different things in there. And also, and I don't think anybody touched on this, but I'm going to mention it now briefly, I've got a couple of cabaret pieces in my close-up bag as well. So sometimes people will say, can you do a couple of things to finish off with? And I've got a couple of routines that I can do in a stand-up style to the whole room Okay, so for me as a working pro, that's quite important. So anyway, on with the answers.
I won't give you mine now.
Do you want to? You don't do many gigs, do you? You know. Go on.
I know what I would carry with me if I had a gig tonight.
Go on then.
I would carry a normal pack of cards, a Sharpie, an invisible deck, loads of double faces for an anniversary waltz, and especially one of the first shows we did, and it's Matthew Dowden's from Party Animal.
Okay,
a red card with the next on, again for X Marks the Spot by Matthew Dowden, nest of wallets, and the case in my car for a couple of bigger pieces if I need to, like a nest of coins and stuff.
Okay, nest in boxes,
yeah, nest of boxes.
So a lot of card stuff there.
Yeah.
Like card material. Okay.
Mainly the cards for mentalism based stuff.
Yeah. Right, okay, so right, let's have a look at some of the answers we've had then. Adam Cooper, wallet, chop cup, pack of cards, couple of dupes, a regular and a jumbo $half, a coin bender, rubber bands, an omnideck, and Sharpies. And then he says he takes more with his case, which is basically what I said. Okay.
Stephen Blair's got chalk cup, 4 sponge balls, 3 Sharpies, pack of cards, it's precise 3 Sharpies.
3, got to be 3 Sharpies.
A £2 and jumbo £2, a wee packet trick with every gimmick card, blank face.
So it's got every gaff card.
Double bait. I suppose it's double face, predictive text.
Owen Strickland says he's trying to cut. You finished? Owen Strickland says he's trying to cut down a pack of cards, Sharpies. They're also Sharpies. How many Sharpies do you need to gig? That's the next question for next week. How many Sharpies do you need to gig?
Red, blue, pink, yellow, green, orange.
You get pink Sharpies?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I didn't know. I'd like to get some. Card to wallet, omnideck, destination box, or the light.
Sure that's not you writing that.
Coin bender, shell set, hopping half, sponge balls, turbo stick, fly drive, a few graph cards, and child's play. Paul Gordon, a pack of cards. Thanks, Paul.
I didn't copy paste this, probably a pack of cards, but also
Oh,
about
some
4
packet
packet tricks.
Yes, you did say packet tricks as well.
4 packet tricks.
Yeah.
You've got Marcus Fernandez, 1 deck, 1 Sharpie, good to go.
Interesting.
That is an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I like to do a little bit of variety. I love card tricks as much as the next person, but I like to do...
Personally, I think I would struggle with 1 deck and a Sharpie.
Oh, yeah.
To a certain degree, especially if it's a small group of people.
I reckon I could get through a gig just with a pack of cards, a wallet and a Sharpie, I think.
As long as I can walk around and not see the previous people.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I'm not going to try it, but I might. Yeah.
Apparently Don the cameraman, all he carries with him is a thumb tip, apparently.
He's done. John Carey, a deck, a few coins and a Sharpie. Honest. Yeah, that's the telling word at the end there.
Pedro Berla, 1 deck, Sharpie, sponge balls and coins. Ian Moran.
Legend. What?
Cough. I too still take way too much, however occasionally it has been useful, especially when you arrive to find only 10 guests has shown up for a 3-hour gig.
Yeah. So let me show you the 20 card trick again. Yeah, it's right. I mean, you know, it does happen, doesn't it? You know, you get there and it's not quite what you've been told by the agent or whatever. You do need a lot of material.
Yeah, actually, one of the few times I actually had my case with me at the gig and not in the car is I did do a gig and they had less than 10 people split on 2 tables and you couldn't walk in between the tables or go around the side, so wherever you stood everyone was watching you, and you realise how much magic you can go through in an hour when everyone's looking.
In 5 minutes.
And I tested my everything that day, and I even had to go in the case and
get some new stuff.
I just get some new stuff and think, how do I do this? I can't remember.
Scott Whitney says, I always carry a close-up case with way too much in it, of which I have never used at a paid gig. A bit like a businessman carrying a briefcase. It looks professional even if he's only carrying his lunch in it. Yeah, that's an interesting point. I have heard that said before. I mean, sometimes, and I work with a lot of guys like Dave Jones, for example, who set the packet, and Gary does this as well, Gary Jones, set your pockets up, load your pockets outside and walk in your suit and you're ready to go. and walk out the same way at the end, rather than with a case.
I've never understood that, because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. I'll find it awkward going in there and then trying to set up when I'm in the venue.
I set up when I'm in the venue, to be honest.
I'm in the car beforehand. This goes in this pocket, this goes here, oh, my double face is here, everything's there.
It's no, well, see, most gigs these days, you've got pre-dinner drinks and then you've got around the tables, so you need 2 different sets. So, you know, I'll be set up for the one, and then when I get to the tables, I'll reset my pockets and put some different stuff in there. But yeah, I don't know, it's interesting. Right, James Fortune, I carry at least an hour of strong magic, as I was caught out many years ago when I was booked to do a private party. When I got there, it was yeah, basically what you said, they expected a stand-up show for an hour, so he carries a lot of stuff. Here he is, the governor.
Gary Jones.
Listen
Now,
to this.
I didn't know, I had to chuckle myself when I was reading it and copying it into a document for the show, because I didn't know if this was serious, but then looking at it, it is serious. Now, right,
anybody who came to mine and Gary's workshop a couple of years ago, he actually set up his pockets in front of him as part of the course, and this is what he put in there.
I'm going to read this verbatim. Right, I'm not going to change not even one word from this. Gary Jones. Ring and string, cards, 3 fly coins, coins across and body loading coins, ring flights, corner of Piccadilly, Omni, Inferno, my version with Alice's Revenge, red blue double backer for my one shot of a full deck, Spongeball Rabbit, Eraser...
Spongeballs and Rabbits.
Oh, Spongeballs and Rabbit, Eraser Coin, Houdini's Influence, 100th Monkey, Economicon,
Book test.
BIP2, Warlock, Rubber Bands, Chop Cup, and 3 Fruit Loads. My Heads and Tails deck, Mentalism, my phone and car keys. Jumping Gem Paddles, Secret Savant, we're halfway there. A Pull, Holy Moly, and Holy Jumping Gems Paddles.
No, you missed it. Holy Stretch.
Holy Moly and Holy Stretch. Thumb Tip Bill Switch, and Pop Open Purse. Coin Bending, Coin Unique. CBS and Espionage Wallet, which has the Child's Play photo and Chris Congreve's new card in wallet effect. Oh, and the noted gimmick along with a few other bits and bobs. I also carry a man bag full of effects and a box with a 45-minute cabinet in it.
And Gary is only 8 stone wringing wet, but when he's walking around to gig he looks like me in a suit. Okay. So there you go.
No wonder he needed his knees changed.
Andy Nichols, 2 sponges, a regular deck, some extra cards, a thumb tip, 2 Sharpies. They're very specific on the amount of Sharpies they carry around, aren't they? 3 wallets, a matchbox, destination box and key, 3 drink productions, a handkerchief, a packet trick, a clown nose.
Right, okay.
Hip flask, £2 coin in the bag, a jumbo £2 coin, rubber bands, business cards, finger ring, a lighter, mini magic wands, phone, keys, regular wallet. Everything fits in his pocket and hat, and he doesn't wear a jacket. We're almost there, I think. Do you want to do Grant?
Grant Maven. I have loads of stuff too. I'm doing a restaurant gig. I only have 4 or 5 minute routines. Sorry, 4 or 5 routines. Corporate parties or weddings, I'm never-ending trick machine. I usually carry 4 sponge balls, Sharpie, Holy Moly, £2 coin and jumbo coin, cards, Omni deck, 3 ropes, large ring, fly drive, a Gerald Connor wallet, extreme burn, your card is, business cards, balloons for mobile in balloon, plus 3 or 4 tricks that I have in my wallet, which include 5-1 transpo, playing card revelation on debit card, and a 52-on-1 routine.
So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's coming back that people are using. Dan Shard, similar to Grant, just more card orientated. Omnideck, 8-ball dupes, coin bender, Nesta wallets, card to envelope, spare envelopes, a jumbo £2 coin, Sharpies. Dan, you didn't say how many Sharpies?
Yeah, disappointed.
A couple of packet tricks, that's after lots of streamlining. Are we almost there? And Sean McCree, finally. My case is loaded with stuff I will use on the small one-table jobs. Dice, cup and pool ball, deck of jokers, my version of Child's Play. things like that. And then he swaps stuff over if he's doing mix and mingle, card to wallet, rubber bands and stuff like that. Contact lens plus 2 Sharpies, so Sean uses 2 Sharpies. Excellent. Right, well, as you can see,
I think I've got a question for next week.
Why do you carry more than 1 Sharpie?
Well, it can be a question. Someone's mentioned something in this, but I think a good question to follow up on all this is, what do you actually wear at a gig?
Okay.
Because some people say, well, I don't wear a tie. Some people say you need to wear a tie, jacket.
Have you seen those morph suits?
That's what I wear.
I wear one of them, but with a tuxedo printed on it. Looks like a bag of potatoes.
No, actually, I'm curious. What do people wear at a gig?
Yeah.
You know, do you think that going and doing a wedding with jeans is...
No, it's terrible.
You know, or doing a restaurant gig is jeans...
No.
Okay, so, you know, what's your opinion on what people wear? You know, what do you wear at a gig?
Okay, so what do you wear at a gig? Is that a question for next
Yeah.
week? Right, so we're going to finish this now, but basically from that, I think reading between the lines, Gary Jones aside, most people carry 4 or 5 things in the suit, and a lot carry a bag with some extra stuff.
Let me add something to Gary Jones's response to this question and answer. I think that the only reason Gary Jones can get away with carrying so much is because he's really confident in what he does. No way can you carry all that stuff without being so confident in everything that you're carrying with you and know where things are and just being able to just use everything.
He's got his first gig with me tonight, back after his knees. He hasn't done a gig since January the 2nd, and he's going to be a bag of nerves. He's going to be so nervous, I'm going to be winding him up all night.
I know if I carried all that stuff, within 5 minutes I would just get, I wouldn't know where I was.
But you get used to what you
It's,
carry.
it's experience, isn't it? But that's a lot of stuff to carry.
It is a lot of stuff to carry. I carry what I said earlier, pretty much.
I'm only trying to compliment you.
But the thing is, once you've been doing it for a while, literally, I am pulling one thing away in my pockets, I'm talking to the audience, I'm taking the next thing out of my pocket without even thinking about where it's going, and it comes with that experience, you know, it's just second nature.
I know when if I go and do a gig, everything is in the same position at all times.
Do you wear that hat?
I don't wear a hat at all, believe it or not.
Blimey. Fair enough.
Then I dress smarter.
I can believe that. Right, so that's it for the question and answers this week. Thank you very much for all your replies. Thank you.
This week's blast from the past is Incognito, but Roddy McGhie, the legend that is Flux. Now let's watch performance and let's come back and discuss this. Now you've just seen the official trailer for Incognito. Incognito.
That's easy for you to say.
Yes, I could just about pronounce that.
So, right, what is this? Basically, you get a gimmick that's been custom made, and they also show you how to make up another one, and 3 routines using that gimmick. When you see the routines, I couldn't believe that these gimmicks were making them work. He's a clever lad, isn't he?
He is very clever.
I love Roddy's style of magic. It's really visual, it's edgy.
And it's very simple as well. I mean, there's nothing, you know, take Flux for example, the genius of effect, but the mechanics of it.
Have you seen his button thing he's got?
Yeah, that is genius.
That's really clever as well. It just looks like it's eye candy, that's what it is.
We'll have that on the show at some stage.
It's a future day, yeah. So, with this then, like I say, you get 3 tricks which are really cool. The gimmick's already made up for you. You do need to buy a couple of other little bits and bobs if you want to do a couple of the routines. One of them you can do straight away, just with some duplicate cards. But, you know, it's well taught, visual magic at its best. If you like Flux, then you're going to like this basically.
And if you like gimmicks as well, you can't not buy Incognito by Roddy McGhie. I love it. Brilliant. That's great. Well done. Thanks for watching this week's show.
Yes. Some interesting points on the what people carry around with them. Hopefully you'll take something from that.
Yeah, hopefully you are benefiting from the question and answer sections. You know, we're certainly learning and appreciating responses and stuff.
If you've got any questions, we say it every week, but if you have got any questions, drop us a line and you know, we'll try and ask them for you. Tony McDonald, drop us your address.
Yeah, send us a message and we'll get you sorted.
Next week's anagram is Joy's Zit Reward. So if you think you know who that is, answer us on a postcard, please. And that's it really. See you next week.
That's it.
Thank you.